Hi.
Hey Sav, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. We just thought we'd log in and just make sure that it was working for you.
Do you reckon you can see me okay?
Oh, that's perfect. That's really good. Very good. That's very good.
Excellent.
So participants on this one, can they see? So say if we had like 5 people log in, would they be able to talk to one another and view as well?
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of view you have it in, but if you put it in gallery view, you can see like everyone who's logged in.
So it's just me at the moment.
Yeah. So in gallery though, you should see like yourself and me on the same screen. So that's how like I have it set up so that I can see like everyone. So if everyone sets up that way as well, then they can see everyone. Yeah. Or otherwise you can put it so that only the speaker is on. So in the view, you can pick speaker, and so pretty much I'll be speaking the whole time. So they'll only see me and they won't see anyone else. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I hope people log on. If they don't, I'm going to organize because there was no start date.
I heard. Yeah, that's a bit.
So we'll see if we can get We're on.
The link.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Thanks, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Nobody's logged in. Oh, you're going to just have to do one and be acting.
Put on my best acting experience.
You'll be right.
Thanks, guys. How long do you reckon I should wait? I don't think anyone's coming.
I don't think anyone will log in today, probably. So just maybe wait, like maybe 9:10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then just go through the workout.
Yeah, yep. And I'll work on organizing reminders, like weekly reminders, so that people actually know that it's starting.
That'll be good. Awesome.
Well, all the best, Ab. I will sign out. I'll leave the meeting.
No worries.
Have a good time, and I hope people log in.
Thanks, me too.
Bye.
Bye.
We haven't.
Hello everyone, I am Savannah, so I'm another exercise physiologist here at Healthy Connections. So you'll probably see my face around on a few other workouts throughout the next 40 weeks. So welcome to session 2. If anyone had a chance to kind of rewatch session 1, I hope you enjoyed it. Each session will be a little bit similar, just kind of progressing a few of those exercises. So I encourage you to participate as much as you can. Just work at your own pace and take any breaks as required. But if you do have a little break, just take a nice deep breath, have a sip of water, and then try and jump back in as soon as you can. At the end of the session, we'll have a little opportunity for some education. So today we'll have a little discussion of sarcopenia. But I'll refer you to Backflips as well, and we can further discuss this in future sessions. And then we'll discuss next week's topic as well. Also, just a little reminder, in the coming weeks, you will receive hopefully a little package that will have a TheraBand in it, which we'll use for most of the sessions here and there. So if you could have that nearby, that'd be really great. Awesome, so we'll get started with some warm-up exercises. And I'll just move my chair back so you can see the whole thing. Awesome, so just standing up, and we're going to start with a little bit of rotation through our mid. So if you wanted to just put your hands across your chest like this, we're trying to keep our hips as still as possible, and we're just rotating through our mid upper back. Nice rotations. Go for about 30 seconds. Nice breaths. Nice gentle twisting. Or if you're getting any pain with this movement, just do some smaller rotations. And stopping before that pain kicks in. Good, all right, relaxing your arms down by your side, and now we're just going to do some walking on the spot. So just nice little steps. You can get your arms involved for a little bit of extra upper body movement. Just nice steps up. Nice gentle walking on the spot. All right, we're going to go into a little bit of a larger movement now. We're going to march on the spot. So for marching, you're going to try and get your knee up a little bit higher and coming down. So try and use your arms here. It just helps a little bit with balance. And they're coming up a lot higher. With this movement, when we lift our knees, we want to try and engage our core so that we're not arching through the back too much. Just trying to keep a nice neutral spine. Good. A couple more seconds. Good. All right. Relaxing the knees down, legs down now. We're going to move into some little mini squats. So for a squat, we're going to go a nice little soft knee. Hips are going to go back, and we're going to come up and down for some little pulses. So only really small movements. Just going to wake up those legs now. Now we're engaging our core, trying to keep our back nice and neutral. So we're just going for little squat pulses. And 15 seconds left. Nice deep breaths while you're doing this. Good. And relaxing there. Alrighty, so our next one is a little bit of a side step. So we're just going to step to the side, step together, and then go back the other way. Nice side tap, tap, tap. Good. We want to keep our knees slightly bent in this movement. We don't want to try not to lock them out. Together. Good, you're doing really good, guys. Excellent. Hopefully we start to feel our glutes, so our butt muscles start to wake up a little bit. Excellent. A couple more. And relaxing there. Alrighty. Our next one are butt flips on the spot. So for this one, we want to try and bring our heel up towards our bottom, like this. So if you're feeling a little bit uneasy, you can put yourself next to a chair, and then we're trying to lift our heel up towards our bottom. I'm just turning sideways so you can see. Anyone who wants to have a little bit more intensity can start to do it on a jog. Anyone who is not quite up to that yet can continue with a little bit slower movement. Excellent. All right, we're going to bring it back to the middle now. We're going to do some shadow boxing. So in future weeks, when we start adding some weights, if anyone has any dumbbells, they can hold a dumbbell in each hand. Alternatively to dumbbells, if you had cans of food or full water bottles, they can act as extra weight as well. But for today, we're just going to do it with our hands. So nice shoulder width stance with your feet and a little soft bend in your knees, and we're just going to go 30 seconds of straight punching. So make sure we're controlling our breath, so nice and slow, trying not to get too fast with our breath. Remembering to keep our tummy engaged, so using our core muscles in all of this. Good, just a few more. And 3, 2, 1. Good. And now we're going to move into a little bit more of a faster beat. So similar to our walking, right? We're going to go a little bit faster now, so it's like a little small jog on the spot. If you'd like to go faster, you can. Just pick a tempo that suits you. Good. Keep going, guys. You're doing really well. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. If anyone's wanting to grab a quick drink, grab one now. We'll just have a little short break before we move into the next warm-up ones. Excellent. All right, so this time we're going to go into what we call a split stance. We're going to go 1 foot in front and 1 foot back to do some lunge pulses. So if I just turn side on here, you'll see that my back foot, I'm up on my toes, but my front foot I've got flat on the ground. And what we're going to do is little lunge pulses like this. Remember, guys, taking a break as needed. But if you're feeling okay, try and push through. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to swap sides. So the back foot will now come your front foot, and front foot will now be back foot. Remember, coming up onto your back toes, but front foot is flat on the ground. And we'll do our little pulses again on this side. Of course, guys, if you're feeling a little bit wobbly, have the chair beside you or a wall. and you can just kind of rest your hand against it as needed. And 3, 2, 1, good. Coming back together. Alrighty, so just 2 more warm-up activities, and we're going to go back to our boxing, and then we're going to do some uppercuts this time. So uppercuts are coming from underneath and punching up like that. Alrighty, so when we're ready, guys, we're going to 30 seconds of uppercuts. Good, well done. Keep going. Remember to keep breathing. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Relaxing your arms down there. And we're just going to now just come back down with some walking on the spot. So let's try and get our breath back, bring our heart rate down a little bit before we move into our strength exercises. And trying to get our arms involved. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, guys. Grab a drink now. We'll just take a moment to kind of relax, get our breath back, have a little moments of rest before we go on to the next exercise. So we're going to start some functional exercises now. So in future weeks, this might be the opportunity to grab your TheraBand and put it next to you once you've got it. And whoever's instructing the exercise program for the day will let you know when we need it and we'll show you how to use it. But just continue to have a little bit of a rest. For today, though, we won't use TheraBand because I'm assuming probably not many people have one, if anyone. So you will need a chair for this first one. So I just got a nice sturdy chair here. Try and get one without wheels. And if you have a wall nearby, you can put it up against the wall so that it doesn't move at all. So we're going to move into an exercise called sit to touch. So that kind of, we're going to practice our squats basically. So I'll just move my chair on the side so that you can see. But you want to set up with feet kind of hip width apart and toes pointing out just a fraction. And we're going to bend the hips first. The hips are going to go back first. And then you're going to slowly lower down to the chair until you touch it, and then you're going to come back up. So you're trying not to sit down completely and trying to control the movement so that when you get low, you don't fall back into the chair. So we're going to move through 10 of those. So when you guys are ready, we're going to go down, touch, and push back up. 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4 left. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Shake out those legs. If this is proving to be a little bit more difficult than you thought, we can bring this down a level by actually sitting down and then pushing back up. So on the next set, if you feel that that's a little bit more suited to you, you can definitely choose to do that one and actually sitting down. Try not to lean back into the chair though. We still want to kind of keep that intensity up and make sure that we're working our muscles as best as possible. Awesome, everybody. Hope you're all feeling okay. Like I said, just take a break as you need, but we're going to move through into the second set. So same thing, we're going to do another set of 10, have another rest, and then we'll do another set of 10 before we move on to the next exercise. Alrighty, let's go, everybody. So down, touching, and pushing up. I have my hands up by my chest. You can have them down by your side, but try not to, because it might tempt you to push up off your legs. So if you can try and keep them out of the way, That's going to challenge you a little bit more. All right, halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10. Good. Check out the legs again. We'll have a little rest. So if you want, just grab a drink of water. Try and bring your breath back if you need. Good, all right, we're gonna go into our last lot of 10. So on the previous rounds, if you were sitting and you're standing, so sitting all the way down and then standing, I encourage you to try and do the touch one now for the last set and just see how many you can do. If we don't try and challenge ourselves throughout each workout just a little bit, it's gonna be hard to know what we can and are capable to do. So I just encourage you to try and do as many as you can like this, but just work within your kind of capabilities as well. So we're going to go for our last lot of 10. If everyone's set up, we're going to go down, tap, come back up. 2, 3. Make sure you keep breathing, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work, guys. Shake out the legs. We're going to move to a bit of an upper body one now, so we'll give our legs a little rest. And we're going to do this one standing, so you won't need a chair just at the moment, so you can just pop that to the side. Good. All right, so our next one is our upper body one. So like I said today, we're just doing everything without weights, but in future weeks we can definitely add weights as needed and as you need that little bit of extra challenge. So for this one, we're going to do a bicep curl and then an overhead press. So if you wanted to just stand here, face palms back towards the computer or just out towards away from you. We're going to curl our arms up so that our palms come towards our shoulders. And then from here, we're going to push our arms overhead, come back, and then unfold. We're going to do 10 of those. So to the shoulders, push, down, and out. So if you are holding weights, this would be a little bit more challenging. So feel free to grab them if you do have them. Otherwise, we'll just keep moving through without the weights. And that's 6, 4 left, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. If you have weights, just put them down beside you. Otherwise, we're just shaking out our arms, having a little rest before we do a second round. Feel free to grab a drink as needed, guys. I'll give you a little chance between sets to do that. So, yeah, just help yourself. Excellent. If you're all feeling ready, we'll go into our second set. So grabbing your weights if you were using them, otherwise starting with our palms facing out. This time we might make a little fist. And we're going to curl and press. I'm going to go through 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, everybody. 10. Good, excellent. Just popping weights down if you're using them. shaking out your arms, giving them a little rest. I forgot to mention, guys, again, trying to keep that core engaged, trying to keep that nice and controlled back, so that when we're pushing overhead, we're trying not to arch. We're keeping our body in a nice, safe, secure position. Good. All right, so we're going to go for our last round of 10 of this one. So if you want to grab the weights, if you were using them, otherwise we'll just kind of get into our starting position. And let's go, everybody. So curl and big push up, coming back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work, everybody. Shake out the rungs. We're going to go back to a wobble body one now. So if you do feel a little bit wobbly on your feet, I do recommend that you have the chair kind of nearby so that you can put your hand maybe on the back of the rest, just for a little bit of extra balance. And kind of this next exercise is a little bit similar to our warm-up one where we had one foot forward and one foot back. We did our little pulses. And then we're going to make it a little bit more dynamic now. So to do that, we're going to take, so you can have your chair beside you here just to rest your arm. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a step back, do our little lunge, and then step back together, and then we're going to swap feet. And we're going to do 10 of those. So if everyone's set up, if you need something to help, just move the chair over. Otherwise, if you're feeling confident, you can definitely do it without holding on, and it would look like this. Excellent. I just like to move side on sometimes, just so everyone can see what my legs are doing. All right, so we're going to do 10 of those now. So if everyone's ready, we're going to get started. So we'll start with the right leg. We'll shoot that one back. Little lunge down. Only work within a range that's comfortable for you. And then we're going to go left leg back. Little bend down. Step together. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Little rest there. Shake out your legs and grab a drink if you need, guys. We'll just have a short little rest before we move into our second round of that. Good. All right. Everyone's ready. We'll move into our second round now. So I'll turn side on so you can all see me how I'm doing it again, just in case anyone's still a little bit confused. So we'll go right, left foot back. Remember, our back foot can be up on our toes, but our front foot is flat. Little bend down together, and then next foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, only bending down into a distant depth that you're comfortable. And last one on the left leg. Good. And shaking out legs again. Awesome. Grabbing a drink if you need it, guys. Maybe a little wipe of the brow. Starting to get a little sweaty. We've got one more round of these ones before we move on to the next one. I hope everyone's feeling okay. Any questions or concerns, guys, please feel free to bring it up in our next class or next one that you attend. we're happy to answer any questions about any exercises if you're just a little unsure. All right, we might move into our last one now, guys. So you're standing up, ready to go. If you want a little bit of extra kind of challenge with balance, you can try keeping your hands on your hips rather than having your hands out to the side. And that might be, it might help or it might make it a little bit more difficult for you. Seven, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Excellent work, guys. Again, feel free to grab a drink, have a little rest there, and then we'll move into our next one. So we're going to work on our glute muscles, so the muscles supporting our hip kind of around our backside. And to do that, you will probably need something just to assist with a little bit of balance, because we will predominantly be standing on one leg. So I'm going to face this way this time to show you guys how to do this, but you might find it a little bit easier kind of having your hands on whatever you've got that helps support you. So in this position, we're going to keep right leg flat against the ground, and then we're going to take our left leg out to the side. So we're using our kind of glute muscles here to control most of the movement. And we're going to try and take our leg out directly to the side and try not to bring it forward, just to the side, so lateral to us. All right, so we're going to move through 10 on that side before we move to the next leg. All right, so if everyone starts in their starting position, try and stay upright, and remember to keep that tummy on, protecting our back in a nice neutral position. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to swap over now to the other foot. So I'm just going to change my chair over so I can pop it in my other hand. And we're going to go 10 now with our right leg going out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shaking out those legs. I'm going to bring my chair back to this side because we're going to go back to that other side. In a moment, we'll just give our little glute muscles a little rest for a second. Good. All right, we're going to go back to the other side now. So standing on our right leg, and we're going to be moving our left leg. So you can place your hand on your hip or down by the side, whatever's more comfortable for you. And let's go with our leg lifts. So 1, straight out to the side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work, guys. Changing over sides. Good, stay nice and tall. Switch on that tummy. And let's go for this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake out those legs. Grab a drink, anybody. Maybe wipe your brow if you're still a little bit sweaty. I'm sure it's a hot day out wherever you are, because it is here. Good. All right, so the next one we're going to move into is now extension. So again, having something in front of you if you need, just to help support keeping that body nice and upright. We're going to shift to our left leg, and then we're going to take our right leg straight back. And we're keeping our water bottle. So make sure there's nothing directly behind you, you're not over. And we're going to go straight back. So if I'm standing this way, I'm keeping my hips nice and level, and I'm taking my legs straight back. All right, so let's move into 10 of those. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, resting there. Now we're going to switch over and take our left leg back. So with this exercise, guys, you're trying to push your heel back to the wall or whatever's behind you and keeping your toes kind of pointing forward. So we're going left leg now. I am going directly back. The camera's not really showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only moving through a range that's not making you arch your back. 7, 8, and squeezing those glute muscles. 9, last one. 10, excellent. Shake out your legs, guys. We have one more round of those before we move into some stretches. Hope everyone's feeling okay. And it's managing with all these exercises. All right, we've got one more round of those ones. So just setting up again. I'll face the camera this time. So you can see, remember keeping hips nice and level. If you can do it without holding on, excellent, give that a go. Otherwise, yeah, just keep your hand resting on something. And we're going straight back. So let's go for another 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and last round on our left leg and going back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work, guys. Good job with that one. Grab a drink if you need. We've got one more strength exercise before we move into our stretches. Have a little moment. Again, for this one, you might need something to just help support yourself just for the first round. But as you kind of learn what to do and feel a little bit more confident, you might want to try it out. So this one is now called calf raises. So the idea of the calf raises is we're going to move up onto our toes so that we're working our 2 muscles at the back of our leg, lower leg. So if I turn side on, we're going to push up onto our toes and then come back down. Trying to push most of the weight through your big toe so that you don't find that you're rolling out. So if we push through our big toe, it keeps our ankles nice and line. If we don't, we might find that we kind of flare out a little bit. So we want to try and keep all of our joints stacked nicely. All right, let's move through 10 of those. So having something you need, and let's go up onto our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to control it on the way down so that you're not just dropping. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake out your. Go for your little ankle rolls. On both ankles. Have a little rest before we do one more round, and then we'll move into some stretches. Good. So if everyone's ready, I'll move side on for this one so you can just see again what I'm doing. We're going to go for one more round of 10. So it's up onto your toes and coming back down. Trying not to rely on whatever's near you to help. Because eventually we want to try and do it without. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent work, guys. So we're going to go straight into stretching our calf muscle. So to do that, you might want to use your chair, or if there's a wall nearby that you can use to help push a little bit. But we're going to go 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. This time though, we're going to try and push our back heel down to the ground. So I'll move my piece of paper so you can see my foot. So this time we're going to try and push our back heel to the ground because we're actually trying to stretch this muscle at the back. So just kind of gauge how, if you're getting too much of a stretch there, you can bring your leg in. If you're not getting enough of a stretch, you can move your leg down. Just holding that now for a few seconds, guys. Try and just relax now, take a few deep breaths. If you're not feeling a stretch, we're not going to go try and find it. It probably just means that you aren't as tight in that area. And if you're getting any pain, guys, just come back out of the stretch a little bit and just work through ranges that you're not getting any pain. All right, we'll swap over now. So the other leg goes back, pushing it down to the ground. Also trying to make sure that your toes are pointing straight and that your foot isn't sticking out to the side, because then you won't get the most optimal stretch. Good, all right, standing up out of that. We'll just do a few ankle rolls there. Good, feel free to do that one throughout the day as needed. All right, we're gonna do a shoulder stretch now. So just standing for this one, we're gonna bring our left arm across our body, and our right arm is gonna come underneath like a little armrest, but it's actually gonna pull your left arm a little closer to your body so that we get a stretch through our shoulder on the side. Again, once you're in that position, try and relax. You might find once you relax your muscles, you might get a little bit of a deeper stretch. You don't want to try and fight it, we just want to try and relax into it and let our body kind of know that everything's okay. So if I turn side on, my arm is at the right angle, but my left arm is just resting and pulling across my body. Excellent. Slowly release that one. We don't want to just drop our arm. A few little shoulder rolls. And then we're going to bring our right arm across our body and do the opposite now with our left arm. So our left arm is going to create a bracket and kind of pull our right arm towards our body. Nice deep breaths, just relaxing into it. Good, and slowly releasing that so that our arm doesn't drop. A few more shoulder rolls. Really push your shoulders down and around. Try and stretch on the top of our shoulders. Good. This time we're going to go and try and open up our chest a little bit. So if you can, just kind of connecting both hands behind your back, pulling your shoulders back and sticking your chest out. So just try and open up our chest a little bit. And nice deep breaths, try and relax into that one as well. Good. It is going to go for some standing rotations like we did at the start. So just standing here and rotating through. Just do 10 on each side. Excellent. And last one for today is a bit of a side stretch for the side of our stomach. So we're going to start on the right side. So keep right palm against your right leg. And we're going to slowly kind of slide down to the side. And our left hand is going to kind of paint a rainbow up over our head. And then you're just gonna hold wherever you can start to feel that stretch kind of coming in, making sure that there's no pain though. So if there is pain, come out of it just a fraction. So just remembering to move through ranges that you're comfortable in. I'm trying to relax here. And then deep breath out as we come down and around. And now we're going to go the other side. So the left arm is going to float down. Right arm is going to come overhead. And we're going to get that stretch down the side of our body. Good. One more each side. So right, left arm goes over the top. And come back. And last one on the left side. Good, slowly coming back. Excellent work today, everyone. I hope that session was all good for everybody. But yeah, remember, just break as you need, and only do everything within the ranges that you're kind of feeling comfortable in and capable of. So today's educational topic was around sarcopenia. So it is characterized by progressive and generalized loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength. So some risk factors for this is the first one being age. A second risk factor can sometimes be gender, but overall the major risk factor is that reduced level of physical activity. So naturally, if we all stop exercising and as we start to get older, we start to lose muscle mass and therefore start to lose some strength. So that's why it's best that we all encourage to try and participate in physical activities all the way throughout life. But if you have stopped for a little while, it's super important to try and find something that you're interested in to kind of get you back into doing physical activity. One of the main things that, so as we all get older, we're all at risk of sarcopenia. But it can be reversed, hopefully, if you do enough and of the right activity and also follow through with a healthy diet. So I encourage you guys to refer to your workbooks. There is a section on sarcopenia with a heap more information there. So just have a read through that, and any questions, let us know next week in the sessions. And happy to answer any questions that you guys have regarding that. And then also next week, we'll also go through what we like to call DOMS, which stands for that delayed onset of muscle soreness. So we'll cover that as well on Tuesday. Awesome. Well, I hope you all have a lovely weekend and enjoy the workout. And we'll see you all on Tuesday. Excellent. Thanks, everybody. See you.